Hey guys, how's it going? I'm at Jeeping with Judd, and I figured since I had everything set up, I might as well do a review of my cheap Chinese, I guess ARB knockoff awning. They start at $67 and go up to $139. I have two of the $139 awnings. They're 8'2" by 8'2", so it's a pretty big footprint. It's actually big enough I can park my Jeep underneath one side when I raise that up. I just lowered this side down so I can show you guys parts and the weaknesses and everything. These are designed and work just like the name brand tents. It's literally just a clone. Starting at the top, we have a nice cover. It's pretty waterproof. It's a decent size thickness. There's a mounting rail. It mounts just like all the other ones. It comes with stainless steel hardware. Pretty good quality mounting brackets and stainless steel hardware. I would rate this awning at probably a 6 or 6.5 out of 10. I do not recommend this set up in any amount of wind. I would never set this up at a beach. It's more for woods where you have structures or trees blocking the wind and it's pretty calm. This has been set up for 3 days now and it's already collapsed twice, and this last time it actually bent. This piece right here is now bent up, so I gotta find some pliers. Out of everything that I would suspect that would have broken or ripped, this is the only thing that bent. This was actually all flipped up on top of the trailer when I came back, so there must have been a good gust of wind. So I'm gonna set that there for now for the video. But coming up here, one thing I noticed right away as soon as I set this up, on my other name brand awnings, this piece right here is plastic and it's supposed to flex. So when you swing these poles out and there's nothing supporting it at the end, it's not going to bend or break right here where this bolt goes through this aluminum. On this cheap Chinese knockoff, this is aluminum. It's not going to give at all and it's not flexible. So all the stress from that pole swinging out is right here on this thin piece of aluminum where the stainless steel bolt goes through. I didn't like that. This whole thing's either going to twist or it's going to break right here where this hole goes through, and then you're SOL. But the wind just proved me wrong, and this thing flipped all the way back and it did not break there. It didn't bend or twist, so I think I just got lucky, but that is a really weak spot on this Chinese awning. And I wouldn't have suspected that this would be the part to bend, because right here I have another metal flexible part that's not flexible. It's supposed to be plastic. But just like all the other brands, there is a channel right here, so you can run a piece of fabric and close in one side, and you will be able to mount a tent if you want a room. I would say the material this is made out of is probably half the thickness of a Smittybilt or Tough Stuff awning. It's kind of like the same material that you would expect from like a $25, $30 Walmart tent. Although I'm really impressed that this hasn't ripped in the wind we got, and neither has the stitching from the Velcro. I would have said this is a really weak link right here, the stitching for the Velcro, and there's only 3 pieces of Velcro on each side. The larger awnings, name brand ones, have 4 or more. But that's why I would not recommend this in any kind of wind, because this stitching looks really cheap. I feel like I could just, rip it really fast like a Band-Aid or something. But if you're in a no wind condition and you're in the woods, I don't think I would hesitate to recommend this to anyone. For $67 for a smaller one up to $130 or whatever, I could say it could probably last a couple seasons if you don't get caught in the wind. Definitely, if it looks like it's gonna rain or you're gonna leave to go hike or something, I would just roll it up just to be on the safe side. Or if you don't want to do that, just drop the post down, make one side lower than the other. That way the rain will all roll off one side. Otherwise it's gonna fill up with water and it's just gonna rip down the center. Those are my only complaints and weaknesses that I've noticed using this awning. This is the largest one they make. It's 8 foot by 2 by another 8 foot by 2, so it's a pretty big footprint. I would recommend using 2 people to set it up, that way you don't bend or break this joint right here or chance of ripping the awning when you pull it all the way out. You just gotta be careful because this point right here in the end of the awning could poke a hole through this. It's pretty thin. I set it up by myself. There's nobody here to help me, and it's doable. Do it just like any other one. The posts are all telescopic. They slide out and you lock them. Just turn them the other direction. But 2 people is so much easier. You don't have to risk breaking your awning setting it up. That's pretty much it for my review so far. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them.